Televangelist Joel Osteen now opening his mega church doors to thousands of flood victims in Houston, but not fast enough for his critics who accuse him of initially refusing shelter to the evacuees.
Yeah, it's an unbelievably ridiculous, mean-spirited story, but joining us right now is a guy who's always positive and wants to give his side of the story to start. Senior pastor of Lakewood Church in Texas, Joel Osteen.
Good morning.
Great to see you, Joel.
Yeah.
Always, I wish it was better circumstances.
Hey, you too.
But let's just handle what had you in the news.
That's all right. Great to be with you.
Yeah, just handle what was early on. People were saying that you closed your doors when the people of Houston wanted you to open them and use it as a shelter. In fact, this is one tweet that came out from Allie. She writes this: "Worth noting that some of their parking is underground, but they could still drop people off at the door easily." Another tweet said, "Really hope the reports on Joel Osteen aren't true. People have lost everything. Open up your church to show people God's love." What's your reaction to some of these people who said you have your doors closed?
You know, the church doors have always been open. We took people in as soon as the waters receded. There's a big shelter just down the street, maybe 4 miles, where, you know, they have thousands and thousands of people. But they've always been open. This is what Lakewood is all about. And, you know, some of those people that, you know, make some of those comments is they don't realize that the church was flooded. The church flooded before in 2001. And there was a point during the heavy rains where it was just 1 foot from breaching our floodgates. If we didn't have those floodgates, we wouldn't be here right now. But, you know, it's a safety issue. But the main thing is the church is always open. We took people in, and when the George Brown, the big shelter filled up, people started coming here. So, I don't know. I think sometimes people try to make that narrative that, you know, we're not open to people. But we've been doing this for 60 years, and we'll continue to do it.
What do you make of all of this? Because gosh, I mean, you're an amazing man. I watch you on Sundays. Your messages are always positive and happy, and you have so much love for other people. And when you hear this negativity, and you hear people saying that your church is closed, clearly it's not. That your church didn't flood. That one lady took a picture of the outside and said, "Look." But then we just showed pictures that you actually sent us inside your church. What do you want to say to the critics?
You know, I don't pay much attention to it. You just keep moving forward. I think, you know, life's too short to let that negative get in. But, you know, social media is powerful these days. And I think some of it is just people that don't like people like me or people of faith. And you just got to keep moving forward and just, you know, doing your best, not letting other people run your life. And as long as you can stand true before God and know that you're helping others. And, again, I think part of it is if you're not in this situation, it's easy to make judgments. And, you know, there's safety issues. This is a huge storm. You don't have staff here. Just a whole lot of things going on that people don't really see. And but the main thing is, you know, our church doors are always open.
Joel, in retrospect, do you have any regrets? One of the criticisms of megachurches sometimes is they're very focused on the souls, but not all the time on the communities that surround them. Any regrets that you weren't more proactive at the beginning?
You know, we could probably always do stuff better, but, you know, we're here year after year helping the community, helping the poor. I mean, we were rebuilding houses or rebuilding a roof of somebody from Katrina just last week. I know our men's ministry, but you know what? We were open again. This was a huge storm. This building was, you know, was in potential of being flooded like it did, you know, 16 years ago. But, you know, I try to just keep running my race and doing what I'm called to do, and that's lift people's spirits and be a blessing. And that's what we're seeing today, just thousands of Houstonians helping others.
Pastor Osteen, so many of our viewers, they watch you, and they're concerned for your family, too. How did this affect you, your house, and what about some of your staffers? I understand some of your staffers were underwater, their homes are underwater.
Yeah, lots of the staff. Our house is all fine, thank the Lord. But, yeah, we have even our youth pastor. She's, you know, water came rushing in their home, standing knee deep and having to hold their baby, nowhere to go. They're by the bayou. And, you know, they're calling, but there's nothing we can do except, can we get a boat? You know, the city response in county is fantastic, but man, when you have thousands of people, sometimes the elderly, the afflicted, and you got to get them first. So it was you know, of course, we've never seen anything like it. I've been here my whole life, but Houstonians are strong, but you know, we need prayer and we need support.
Right. So what's behind you? It looks like you're getting a lot of support. I also saw the blow-up mattresses. Actually, the blue ones, which are very comfortable. I just bought one. And you have them lined up in the hallway. So what could be, if people are looking around or they're stuck in Port Arthur where it got flooded, what do you say to them? Can they come to you?
Yeah, absolutely. They can come. We're here to help anybody. We can give supplies. And also, Brian, people are bringing supplies. We're a distribution center for the city, and all the baby supplies, medical supplies, blankets, pillows, all these things that they bring here, we'll distribute to the other shelters around town.
And Joel,
it's going to be a big day of receiving and giving.
What are your plans for Sunday? Will you be giving a sermon services as normal, or a change of plans?
Yeah, we'll have services, but I don't think it'll be normal. We'll probably have in one sense, a celebration that we're all here, that God brought us through. We'll pray for the families of those, especially those that lost loved ones. But, it's just time to regroup. And I think in these difficult times, that's when you turn to your faith and you say, Lord, we thank you anyway. Even though sometimes you don't understand it, God gives you the strength. So we'll just try to pour some faith and love and hope back into people and believe we'll come out better than before.
Joel Osteen, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
And we'll check in with you again because you're going to be in the eye of the storm, literally. We're only in day 5. Thanks so much.